So yes,
Okay.
how's COVID? How's COVID treating you, Wes?
Well, it's a isolational flipazoid deal, man. I think everybody's getting like kind of like sick of it personally.
Yeah, I know.
But,
It's everybody get a little stir crazy, but I think the end's in sight. We're so close, but it's got to have screwed up your plans for this year. What was going to be the plans for Puddle of Mud in 2020?
I would have definitely been not not in this freaking box for this
Right,
long. I would have,
right.
yeah, I would have been. I probably would have like actually like moved to a different place, and which I'm getting ready to do. Actually, I'm getting
Okay,
ready to actually move out of this place that I've been isolated at
okay.
because yeah,
Are you on?
neighborly people aren't so neighborly anymore.
Is your place on Zillow? Can someone buy Wes Scantlin's house?
Oh, dude, my house has done been stolen, and law enforcement could give a freaking crap. They could not give a, yeah, they don't give two craps about the loss of a lot of things that has
Right.
happened to me. Yeah, they probably were actually probably involved, in my opinion. So,
Gotcha. So
yeah, kind of a drag, but yeah. So I wish I could have spent it actually at the house that I actually that I have paid for 11 years, and then all of a sudden just bye, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's happened to a lot of people. 2020's been kind of a rough ride and a roller coaster, especially for musicians, guys like you. You make your money on the road. You're touring. You got a new out. You had the album come out, last year, and it's going to be a big support. And now it's kind of all of a sudden you're kind of in this freeze frame where you can't do anything. What are your thoughts about moving forward here in 2021 with touring and all that?
Well, I guess there's a vaccine on there's vaccines, and who knows when the normal people like us are going to get it, but
right. And we use the term
yeah,
normal very loosely.
I guess normal. I don't know. Yeah, I'll stay in the normal land with you guys.
Right.
But
Cool.
I'm healthy. We're definitely gonna be touring. I mean, I've already been around this world and came back. And all of a sudden this whole thing went down, and it's like I really didn't actually have a problem staying at home. All I gotta really do is write. I'm bothering the crap out of my freaking roommates, and writing and stuff. I think they're, yeah, it's kind of like most girlfriends that I actually date or whatever, they totally just at one point or another just get completely sick of me continuously and constantly writing at whatever hour it is.
Hey,
it doesn't really matter anymore. They're tired of hearing me freaking write songs and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty funny. Last night was hilarious. Like me and my friend, we almost got in a big fight and stuff. It was like ridiculous, and I just was like, I was like, wow, yeah. So everything's cool now, but it was funny.
Well, you got to go through some trials and tribulations to create great art, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, it comes in different segments of time. I mean, you can't really, you can't really just like okay, I'm going to, start writing songs at this particular time, from this time to this time. I need to, I guess I need to write at these times. So maybe I should actually check people's time sequences, in my writing style. But it just kind of comes to me, and it comes and goes and whatever, and I just get on the writer boat, and and that's when it happens. But not everybody really likes the way it goes down a lot of times, so especially women.
Right. Yeah. Well, you got to strike when the iron's hot, and if you got that idea, you don't want it to go away when you go to sleep at night. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, you got to get it down. You got to do it.
Yeah, and if you don't do it, you don't get it. And
Yeah.
Right when you're getting ready to go to sleep is really kind of like it happens in those little weird windows where you're like just getting ready to fall asleep, and you come up with this insane cool idea,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, you're pissing everybody off in the house.
that small time frame between conscious and unconscious, that's when it all happens. So
yeah. Whatever. I got one thing to say to everybody in the world: don't ever get married, ever. Never get married, ever.
Words of wisdom from Wes Scantlin, everybody. Just take it right
never
there.
Get married.
Never get married. Ever. Okay. It's more hassle than it's worth. I guess I should just throw this ring. I'm going to throw my ring away here. I'm done. I'm taking your advice. There you go.
I hope your marriage has been good, bro. I really do. But
26 years this week. 26 years.
Dude, I'm happy for you. I really am, man. I salute you.
Okay, I'll put it back on.
No, I'm serious.
Thank you.
I'm happy for if it's a happy marriage, it's great. I love that. Right. But I'm not supposed to actually be married to anybody in my life.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, like we were talking about, you were talking about the creative process and all that. Do you think, just on a broad scale, that once the quarantine and the whole COVID situation is over, we're just going to have this big amount of just creative output because people have done nothing like you except write and maybe if they have a home studio, they're working in the studio, and then all of a sudden in 2021 we're gonna have 8,000 albums.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, there's like a billion artists that have been like just secluded to their homes and their instruments, and it's just like the amount of art that's about to be relinquished and submitted to the community of artisticness. It's gonna be a landslide, man.
It's gonna be hard to get a hold of things. Well, you said I was just reading that next year, 2021, is the 20th anniversary of Come Clean. Now, are you guys going to be? Yeah, I know, right? It's one more year, it'll be legal enough to drink, but right now it's just going to be 20 years. Now, are you guys planning on doing an anniversary tour if you're able to go out?
For sure, yes, of course.
Yeah,
it's totally crazy. I mean, in my life, it's actually. Shoot, it's actually it's not 20. It's more like 30.
Right.
There's like
there's that 10-year overnight success.
They're keeping a decade out of it, but okay, or maybe even a couple decades. Sheesh, man. Yeah, but I'm proud, man. I pat myself on the back. I try to do like that, every day. I pat myself on the back, for some kind of crazy things that I've actually accomplished in my crazy little life. And I try to help, I try to, give myself a little cheer and some love, and
right.
I'm very, very proud of the accomplishments that I have been able to attain. And by the way, you guys seriously helped me out so much. I mean, I praise you guys. I mean, because we've been in this together the whole time, and
right.
You guys have just seriously you've made my dreams come true. All you people, all you freaking journalists and DJs, whatever J's you want to call yourself, J's. I mean, I really my I pour my love and heart out to you guys, and thankfulness for the incredible life that I've got to basically live. It's really, really amazing. And I love that. I love
Well,
you
let's
guys.
go
I
going
really
back
do.
to the come clean time. Well, we love you too. The feeling's mutual, obviously. And when you think back to 20 years ago, when like the official journey started, I guess, as far as in the minds of the general public, do you think do you what do you remember most about that time? What's the lasting thing that you focus on during those early years now in 2020?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's you know, going from a 1984 Van Halen concert, wondering what the heck I wanted to do with my life, and looking on the stage and seeing Van Halen perform in Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri. It's like, it's like I want to do that, but you don't. You definitely don't see the behind the just the being on stage thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of like there's a lot of interviews and stuff, and you don't see that. You just see some people
Right.
rocking on a stage. Yeah, but I was like, okay, cool, I want to do that. And I got kicked off the soccer team like the next day for in front of the whole team.
You
my
are not
coach,
David Lee Roth.
I know. And my mom told me I'm never going to be as great as Eddie Van Halen. God love him. I love him. I praise him.
Oh.
And I'm so sorry that he's not with us anymore. But you know what, man? He really actually
Rest in peace.
He will be with us forever. And yeah, so my mom told me not,
right.
Like, don't, count your bets on, don't double down on, trying to learn how to be like Eddie Van Halen, write your own songs. So thank God for my mother and my dad and, everybody that was just like, just write your own stuff, because you ain't going to be Eddie Van Halen.
Right. Well, there's only one Eddie Van Halen and there's only one Wes Scantlin, right? So that there can only be one, and you've carved out your little niche, and it's something that has carried you through these 2 decades now. In fact, I saw you last year here in Tucson. It was the Mud Fest. It was you, Saliva, a bunch of other guys at the Encore Club here, and I was just really happy to see and relieved to see you on stage. It was a great show. I don't know what I was expecting going in, but I was like, it exceeded my expectations. You sounded great. You looked great. The interaction with you and the crowd. That's what everyone wants from Puddle of Mud. But I know it takes a long time to get there. And, you've had your trials and tribulations. How special is that to you now, like being in this space where you can, go on stage, perform, and do your thing and do it at a high level for the crowds that you get in front of?
Yeah, shoot, man, this is a blessing. There's so many blessings, and I'm just really thankful for all the cool good times that I've been able to experience in my life. And I really do seriously at this point miss my family, and I really actually seriously miss all the fans. I miss playing shows. I really do. I've been holding on and trying not to get like freaking cave panic or whatever it's called.
Right.
It's starting to kind of sort of getting to the place where it's like, man, can we please get through this and get back to just being like normal people and having a good time and stuff. But yeah, I'm blessed. I'm super blessed, and I miss everybody. I miss everybody, man.
Well, we miss you too, and I know that we spun your last single "Uh-Oh" a million times. I don't know how many times we did, but that was kind of like it was good to have a breath of fresh air from Puddle of Mud. It was it harkened back to the early days, but yet it was current. It had it kind of had some resonance of what's going on today. It sounded very modern. Now with that album, Welcome to Galvania, you have another single coming out here, Go to Hell. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, that little number that I did, I did that. I wrote that in John Denver's, the late John Denver's studio,
Oh,
and his widow actually let me stay in his studio when I was going through like this little breakup with this lady that I used to date, and yeah, so I was a little heartbroken. So she let me stay there for free, and I wrote that
mm.
in Malibu, California, in John Denver's studio, and I actually just pay homage to him, and maybe he was he was trying to tell me like, yeah, you're going to hell, bro. you know, and he was in the, and, he had he was in the Oh God movies. I don't know if you ever see with George Burns.
Right, I remember those. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So I give him full credit for John Denver. I give John Denver and George Burns for that
Right. I was
matter.
gonna say
Yeah,
God,
I
God,
give
right
both
there.
of them credit, and they were probably because I was like I was up to no, I was doing some funky like crazy stuff as usual.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, they're like, you're definitely going to hell. Like for real, you're definitely going to hell.
Well, I noticed in the lyrics it was it was very it kind of had like a real positive message, but then also was kind of like, hey, you people in the glass houses, I got my eye on you. I know that you're not going to heaven. You're actually going to go to hell. Don't be passing judgment on me. Kind of had that vibe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a biblical thing because I chime into the Bible every so now and again. And yeah, it's like I guess there's only 112,000 people that are actually going to be actually included in going to heaven. So
That's right. Yeah.
most y'all and then I threw a little country twang in there. Like most of
Right.
y'all, you got to go to
Y'all.
hell.
Well, thank God you're a country boy. That's right.
Everybody's dying to get to heaven, baby. But most of y'all got to go to hell.
All right. So, in short, what's the plan here moving forward? Obviously, you moving. Oh, out back Whedon. Okay, that's the Rocky Mountain High part. That's the Rocky Mountain High part.
Yeah, forget the Rocky Mountain oysters, though, please.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So, moving forward here, what's on the horizon for Puddle of Mud in the coming months, assuming that we get back to somewhat of a normal schedule relatively soon in 2021?
Well, I mean, we're gonna be on the road. We're gonna be, planes, trains, automobiles, stages, and like hanging out and shoot. It's gonna be a real long time coming too. I mean, like I'm gonna hug people. Hopefully, like if it's okay at that point,
Right.
give some people some hugs, some high fives, and hopefully this can just be behind us, and shoot, my heart goes out to anybody that has suffered any loss from this crazy freaking pandemic thing. My heart just pours out to anybody that had that suffered any loss from it, and let's just rock and roll, and shoot, man, I freaking got so much songs and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep recording, and Paloma just gonna keep coming up with with new music, and keep the fans, because the fans really just want new stuff all the time. So
Right.
it ain't gonna be a decade this time. It's just gonna be like it's right around the corner.
All right. Well, I guess last thing, do you need to put out like a little ad here? Like, do you need somebody with a truck to help you move here this week, or maybe a couple hands?
Oh yeah. I'm actually seriously gonna I'm getting ready to get on the phone with actually a moving company, like right when I get done with my little interviews that I have to do today. God bless them. Yeah, so I don't have to. Yeah, it's weird it's a crazy thing to be a songwriter. You know, you really piss people off at the, you know, craziest time. You know, I don't know. I just, you know, when you write songs or coming up with material, you know, it's just, it doesn't really matter what time it is, you know, like, but if I'm sleeping, I mean, you can't wake me up. I mean, really, you know. Thank God my publicist, Barbara Papa Georgie, I love her to death. She's amazing. Thank God she called, because I probably wouldn't even freaking been able to wake up for this actual conversation, man.
Well, yeah, Barbara got in touch with me this morning, and yeah, we wanted to make sure everything was all good to go. And I'm glad you woke up for this one. It was really nice talking to you, Wes. And be safe, man. Be safe. Come back to Tucson soon. All right.
No problemo, man.
Yeah.
AZ
All right,
in the